I'm just a fool, I can fake it. Telling the truth with lies. Meow, 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 meow. Hello. Meow, 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 meow. Testing. Testing. Alright, that looks good. Is it the same thing? Okay. I don't like Lisa. I don't like that. I don't really like Feed the Swarm in Jund. One of the new commanders is a strip mine combo. Like that other one, the what's it called? This one? No, this one. Well, I'll get back to you on that when I have more mythics. I don't like Mortothopter and Jund. I don't like Toma Legends. This exiles it, right? Yeah. Well, it's still stupid, so. I don't know about Mox Amber. Definitely Chrome Mox. It's supposed to be Super Friends and never draws the Planeswalkers. Urborg? Sure. Why am I running bad fetch lands? Enters or attacks like how your graveyard is benefit. Alright. Because they work with this, I guess. I still don't like these. I don't like the slow lands that much. Maybe they're fine. They're not necessary. I don't need these. Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like Fabled Passage. It can probably stay for now. weird not having cultivate in this. That's strange. And then what's Atali doing? I guess Atali does whatever he wants, actually. Vigorous farming? No, this happened last time. You don't get access to the land. You have there's too many shuffle effects. You can't get to this. Spelunking is just 10 times better. You cannot get to this ability. You shuffle your deck way too much. Do not play this card. I don't really like spelunking here. Speaking of spelunking, where are the mana dorks? There is no way you don't play these. How does this not have Utopia Sprawl? What? What? Does Utopia Sprawl say additional? It does. Rip. Rip! Assemble? The team's just super solid. Yeah, Spelunking also, you know, draws a card. That alone is kind of, yeah, that's pretty good. Why are we big scoring? Oh yeah, I didn't actually look at all the destroyed target land cards. If we're gonna blow up lands, I think I'm playing the bad ones too. Yeah, I think the 4-mana ones are gonna have to make the cut. Star of Extinction is hilarious. What about Decimate? No. Oh yeah, Deadly Cover-Up. That was talked about last time, that's right. Yeah, this can sometimes exile that. Well, you know me. I think I'm still a Godo truther. I'm gonna put this in, and you just can't stop me. I'm sorry. Oop. Don't need Gamble. Actually, Gamble was pretty good with Soul of Windgrace because you can discard it and, well, no, because you gambled for a land and it's not really amazing. What's this doing? Alright, let's see how it goes. I don't think I like Chromatic Lantern. This started as Goat's List, is what this was initially. And I've defiled it. I don't need 2 mana dorks at all. Arcane Signet might stay. Nope. I don't know if I like Chromatic Lantern really. Meat Hook is weird. I don't like Meat Hook inside of an Atali deck. I don't think Meat Hook is necessary either. I'd rather Meat Hook be a spot removal spell. What are we doing at 3 mana? Ugh. I don't know how. I mean, Gambit is cleansing wildfire, right? Isn't it the same text box? It is the exact same text box. So I guess I'll play this. It's not terrible. No, it kind of is though. I mean, They just search for basic lands. It's like, oh, we don't even have Blood Moon in here. Why are we not having the moons? Don't you want both? How easy is it to get around my own? I mean, Winter Moon, the idea is to shut your opponent down, so I don't really care if I hit myself with it most of the time. What's this doing? Sure. I really don't know if I like the giving my opponent the basic search option. Yeah, I don't think I like Chromatic Light Turn that much. Some of our lands sacrifice themselves. Blood Moon shuts down some of our own lands, but that's not the point. That is not the point. Tannic? Yeah. The problem is just sometimes you get people. Expedition map can find strip mine. I guess. Yes. So, at 8 mana, we blow up lands for real? This is way too expensive. What is that doing? No, that costs way too much mana. I'd probably play the double red one first, actually. Oh yeah, the red flare. I think that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense to me. Do I have enough red creatures? Currently I do not. Might still be fine. There's plenty of situations where you can sacrifice Windgrace and just win because you blew up 2 lands. And you lost your commander, but you don't care. Reanimate works if your opponent can't play spells. They discard expensive ones. Okay, I don't like the treasure stuff at all. Chandra does it better? Isn't Chandra 6 mana? Isn't it just worse? Oh yeah, yeah. You have to untap with Chandra, but yes. running Dark Ritual, so Avacyn makes sense to me. Atali dies to Star. I feel like I don't really like Atali here. It is a win condition. What's Atali's worst case scenario? Some pretty bad worst case scenarios for Atali here. I think I'm going to play without it for a bit. The idea of 6 mana cards when I'm blowing up my opponent's lands, I might not want to even bother trying to get to that point in the game. Gitrog Monster? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gitrog Monster is really good, isn't it? The first one, right? Oh, I don't have it. Out the window. Don't have it. But yes, the 5-mana Gitrog Monster actually would be really good here. More or less. What's Shielder doing? I don't have Tooth and Nail Gristlebrand. I don't really care about Shielder here. There's your donation incentive, King. You found it. Goggles. Ah, get wrecked. I don't own it. We're down to 0 everything. Alright, wait. Let me buy some packs. Because 2 packs will surely answer all of our quarrels. I'm not going to buy a mythic one. I'm going to just buy the normal ones. Hey, there's a mythic, but it's from the space set. Ah, already had it. Rip. Bitter Triumph? Is that not in here? Oh, it's not. Sure. Yeah, it's definitely probably the first one of the bunch that I would play, so. I guess we can play Fires. I kind of just don't care about Fires of Invention, like, ever. I just, like, don't care about this card. I don't know. It's as close as red is going to get to Omniscience. I just don't really care about it. I don't think I've ever played it. I didn't even play it when it was 4 mana. Hope's Beacon? No, the problem with the reverb was you have to do this in the same turn that you cast the spell. Yeah, the turn you... But Chandra, you can wait a turn and do it later. Oh, wait. Where is it? This one? Oh, I don't own it? Do I not own it? Are we getting wrecked? We're getting just absolutely wrecked. Then you wonder why I never played Ponza. Where is it? Is it not 6 mana? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Where is it? This one? I'm having a moment. Oh, there it is. Yep, don't own it. You're wrecked. I'm not super enthralled with this, but yeah, people like this in their mono red land destruction deck. See that a bunch, but I don't own it. Might want some discard spells. How many spells is it to flip it? 4? Yeah, that's no. I actually have no idea how relevant... Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can blow up your own land with this, but there is no world in which I'm worried about my opponent. If I'm a land destruction deck, I most assuredly do not care about my opponent's man lands. That would not be why I would play this. Because I was about to ask about these. But yeah, you can blow up your own lands. Which would be fine. It's okay. Why are we not playing Rampant Growth is interesting, but yeah, I don't think I like them. I just don't like them. Same with the other one, this one. I just don't like this at all. Giving my opponent a basic just defeats the point. Everyone has a basic. Some people have like a bajillion. Some decks only are basics. And I don't really see why I would play this just to blow up my own land for this. I just cast Cultivate instead and not require this to be in play. I just don't like these. I just don't like them. Primeval Titan is actually why do you check lands? I can probably get rid of the checklands, actually. Woodland Cemetery, that one, and... what's the third one? Rootbound Crag? Oh, it's not in here? Okay. For, like... forests. Oh, look at that smooth color distribution. Look at that. Arcane Bombardment, that's for... is it random? Is this random? Oh, that's not what I thought it was. What's the other bombardment? Or is there artillery? I don't know. I actually do like this card. It is a card I don't get to play often as well. Maybe we can try it. What's the other bombardment? This one. Yeah, I like this. This card is hilarious. This card is just so funny. 4 non-enchantment permanents, aim counter, and then you just blow up the I just want to play this. I just want to play it. It's so slow, but like, it's great. I think Reanimate does make sense because again, blowing up your opponent's lands means they're gonna discard the, how does Rhea not get... what? Jeez. My laziness is defeating me. I still don't like fires in the bench. I've never liked this card. I just don't like it. If I'm running all the rampant growth spells, I like fires more. It lets me combo with Godo immediately the next turn. That's maybe interesting, right? I can play this and then I can instantly Godo the turn after. I don't know what I'm 2 for. I just don't like this card. I don't like it. I also don't like Baleful Mastery. It's kind of unnecessary. You have enough really good removal. Just don't need that. I've never been a fan of that one. Or, no, I've been a fan of Baleful, but that was like a year ago. The 2-spell thing a turn is fine. I don't really... That's not the problem. We're not casting more than 2 spells a turn in a deck like this anyways. Most decks do not cast 2 spells in a turn. When it enters, something becomes... It just blows up a land. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. If another 4-mana land destruction spell. Escape is interesting. Could play Escape instead of Assemble the Team. As like a big thing to vomit more value. That's probably fine. I mean, I like Escape. Maybe replacing Assemble is wrong, but it could come in here. Do we have a way of surviving our own ring? A need ring? What is one ring doing? I could play Escape instead of the one ring. I don't know if the one ring is... Because by the time you draw like 5 cards off this... I don't think I like the one ring. Something maybe a lot of people struggle to appreciate, but not every deck wants the one. Not every deck can just easily play that. We can probably play Kroxa and not feel bad about losing our lands. Nah, let's not annoy ourselves with Kroxa. Let's not annoy ourselves, especially if my opponent's going to discard anyways, and it just doesn't actually do anything because I'm blowing up their. Yeah, no, Kroxa probably doesn't make sense. But I still like Gamble. Hellkite's triple red, isn't it? Oh, don't own it. Get wrecked. Enters, blow up a non-basic. They search for a bit. Nope. Stun counter, don't care. I'm not giving my opponent basic lands. Nope. Nope. Well, I also don't own it anyways. I feel like I want Rampant Growth and Into the North. Because I have Blood Moon, Winter Moon. Absolutely we do. Yeah, okay. We probably want all the 2-mana Rampant Growths. So I can more consistently play the 4-mana spells that we're really trying to get to. So I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't like Scute Swarm that much. It is a solo win the game, but if I'm running Scute Swarm and not Mossborn Hydra, I think it's kind of both or neither of them. I mean, you can't get upset playing it ever, but I have to run Snowlands. Alright, well. I'm going to spitefully not run all snowlands. Maybe 1-in-1 with the mountains, because that's funny. Yeah, there you go. Out of spite, I'm not doing it. Why are there so many cards with the same name? What does this do? When it enters, if you cast it, exile a land or an artifact. This has activated. Oh, this would be good. It is 5 mana, but I would probably put this in here. That is a feels bad mythic craft. It's a feels bad mythic craft. Yikes. But yeah, that would be another land destruction spell. Don't have access to it. There's a reason I haven't played a land destruction deck, and there's a lot of rares and mythics that I just don't have. I mean, some of them not necessary, but that is a steep mythic. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad. Yeah, it's probably just better than this, but I don't really care. I would just run both. I would run both if I had it, for sure. Probably. Gotta be careful with the 5-mana ones, because if you haven't been doing what you've wanted to do already, you've lost. It's just over. But sometimes it works out. We need a don't own it, get wrecked counter? Yeah. Next time. I can't be hurt by your card ideas if I don't own it. Don't you have more than one? This one's 5. Oh, that one's 6. This one's 6. What about the other one? Where'd it go? This one. Is this one 6? This one's 7. I mean, I'm not taking them out. I'm not taking them out. Okay, we could assess the double black spells. Are they problematic? No, not really. No. Okay, because it reanimates only my opponent, I don't really like it as much. So I can take it out. Just because it's my opponent only. I mean, it helps me with Gilgamesh, to be fair. I gotta keep people on their toes. Sometimes I say Gilgamesh, sometimes I say Godo. Gotta keep everyone sharp. Expedition map takes quite a while to get to strip mine, but I guess it works. Dust Bowl? What is this doing? Sack a land, blow up a land. Okay. Okay. Oh. There's another one. Awesome. Are there more? I didn't do exile target land. Oh wait, do we have to like... Does this work in quotation? No, it still adds non-lands. Did that fix it? Doesn't look like it did anything. I like sowing Micah Spawn, but I only like it if I can kick it. I don't think I can. I don't think I can kick this. It's not hard to kick it, but it's not free to kick it. I could run the pain lands, all 3 pain lands, make it easier. That's an interesting idea, maybe. That's interesting. Karn with... No. Oh, Primal Command? Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of, what's the 5-mana spell that just puts 2 Plow Under? Is it Plow Under? I think it's Plow Under. Is it Plow Under? 5-mana green spell? I had that in Muldrotha and Golos. It's not in the game, is it? Okay, thank goodness. What? Bed? Huh? What do you... What? Bedeck? What? Oh yeah, that works. I don't need it though. Not worried about that. Yeah, the turtle is another wind grace, right? Enters or attacks? Yeah, it's another wind grace. I mean, yeah. Anything mana related, you don't have to sell me on. Bedazzle? Thinking I know card names. Oh, literally this card. Okay. Bedeck, Bedazzle. I don't know what either of those words mean in real life. I like this. I actually like Bedeck. I'll give you that one. What's this side do? Blow up a non-basic land. I mean, I actually kind of do like this card. I think this is actually fine. It's mostly going to be the left side, but that's just okay. This is a format with Vivi and Tifa every other game. But I think this is actually just fine. Like, full stop. I would I could just play this instead of Infernal Grasp and not really be that upset with doing that. Although I don't really like Long Goodbye. Probably take that one in first. I think Infernal Grasp has more value here. Again, quantifying what you're normally playing against. The only maybe benefit is sometimes you get through for VV, but it's like if you're up against Tameo, you lose anyways, because you can't blow up their lands in any meaningful capacity. I really don't think I like Long Goodbye. I haven't been a fan of that for a while. I actually kind of do like this. I mean, it's also an instant for some reason on the right side. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're at 107 cards. We're not doing ourselves any justice here. Okay, what does Pock do? Pock is probably too good to not play. Same with Blossoming Turtis, you don't need that one. But Pock in basically any deck with green, I feel, is unfortunately an auto-include. I would say it's a staple of the format. Oh, Sowing is still in here. Yeah, no, that's not going to actually work out. We're not running Sowing. I mean, Pock can duplicate Strip Mine. It's hard. It's extremely difficult to not simply run Pock in all of your green decks. It really is. I feel like Ragavan only does one thing good, and it hasn't done that thing good for me in a while. So I'm not going to run Ragavan. I just haven't had Ragavan do anything in quite a while. And there's so many decks that are ready for it. Like the past 3 decks we played with it, it's just died. I don't know what. Wait, what was the argument about this? It's too expensive. If it was just the 6-mana side, I guess I agree. I like this more than Waking the Trolls. Like, I think this is just better than Waking the Trolls. It's probably better than these two as well. Do I really need this one? Let's see. Exile, you do your thing with stuff. Exile thing, that happens, things happen. I would say I'm not upset if it hits ramp spells. I think that's probably just fine. Yeah, that's just fine. I think I'm not going to run Scute Swarm. I do have Deadly Cover-Up. And I also don't want to run Mossborn Hydra. I would think you run both if you're going to run a single one of those. I'm not sure if I already said that. Send it again, I guess. It's super close with Moxamber. Taking out Ragavan makes Moxamber even less likely, though. Escapes too much. Maybe. I do gotta make room, and you don't have to argue with me too much to shave a 5-minute card, so fine. I'm 50-50 on Arcane Bombardment, but I can see how it can win a game, so I'm gonna keep it and see what happens with it. Flare is awkward. But again, sacking your commander to blow up 2 lands in a turn is just fine. So I like it because of that. Okay, now I have to know. Sorry if this is really loud.
Bedeck.
Decorate. Never heard the word in my life. Bedeck. Never heard it in my life. Alright. Now I know what it means. I suppose the art helps. I didn't actually really appreciate the art on it. Yeah, alright. I could maybe have parsed it out there. Bedeck. BRB. Amgo Bedeck. Can easily run the forage 1 mana. Bedeck the halls with Balls of Glory? Damn it. I thought it was deck the halls. I gotta stop making fun of people who use TikTok. I really do. I'm in no position. I'm in no position. Okay, Arcane Bombardment has a high chance of being too random for me at 6 mana. Also doesn't immediately do anything. So, it's just quite an investment. I don't know, but it's so fun. I don't want to take it out. I don't want to take it out. Who doesn't like that card? Winter Moon will hurt me, but again, I don't really care about that. I don't care about it. I don't have to play it. I don't have to play it. I can just have it in my hand. Same with Blood Moon. I don't have to play it. But in games where it's devastating, I can play it. So, like if you're against Ujin, you could just play Winter Moon. It doesn't matter if it beats you up too bad. Although, in all fairness, I probably still could drop some of these lands for more basics. Like, I don't necessarily need the Verge lands. I have all the fetch lands. I could just run 3 more basics instead of Verge lands. And wouldn't really miss it. Like, I could do those. And now I'm just even better again. Like, it's not a big deal, though. But yeah, this is safe, I'd say. Dodge my own moons slightly more efficiently. Yeah, I'm sure at one point, yeah, okay, if it is Deck the Halls for real, then maybe it is a, maybe it used to be Bedeck the Halls. It is Deck? I'm being gaslit? Alright. YouTube chat says I'm being gaslit by Twitch chat. Alright, I can make fun of TikTokers again. I've been vindicated. I still have to remove 4 cards. I'm not taking out Godo. And if you have a problem with that, I'm going to time you out for 5 minutes. No, I'm going to time you out until we're done with the deck building process. And then you can come back. I'm telling you, if your deck is red, you should just put this 11 mana I win the game inevitability in your deck. You should always... in your Bedeck. You know what? Oh, wait. We're still a Ponza deck. There we go. Hopefully this isn't a swear word in, like, Italian, but... who knows? Yeah, I'm not taking out Arcane. Just staying until I play it. Murderous Rider's double black. I have a fair amount of double black. It is a bit lackluster. I'm not too stoked about Murderous Rider. Yeah, we have enough removal. Whoops. We mill for Soul of Windgrace, so Palantir's okay. It is sort of another Phyrexian arena, but if I'm not applying a ton of pressure, it is just a mill, and that's okay. If you just mill on the first one, the next turn leads right into Windgrace. There you go, you just instantly milled your land. I think that's completely fine. It's another, it's also another thing for Dark Ritual to do on turn 1. And it's colorless for turn 2, so I don't have to strictly have a color combination to actually play it. But it's definitely no black market connections. But I would argue this is actually better than Phyrexian Arena. I think this is actually better than Phyrexian Arena. Unless you're playing Mono Black Devotion with Grey Merchant. Such as myself, you know. My Mono Black deck on paper that runs both. I would not play Palantir. This is also a legendary. But no, this is Phyrexian Arena for every deck moving forward for the rest of Magic Arena. And Magic the Gathering as a whole, actually. That is to say, only in like slow formats. You're not exactly playing those in Modern. Pioneer. What does he play in Pioneer? There's no way. There's no way. So the Windgrace doesn't care about anything but a fetch land? What do you mean? Any land is fine, right? It's specifically fetch lands if you have no way to mill yourself, but this is technically a way to put a non-fetch land in your graveyard. Technically. Could also just run Faithless Looting. I could easily put Faithless Looting in this deck. Easily. But I gotta get rid of cards, so... Lord of the Rings is not Pioneer legal? Why? Oh, because it's pre... Yeah, it's pre... Universe's spaghetti. You're right. Yeah. You're right. You'll have to forgive me. Okay, I still gotta take out 3 cards. Oh my goodness. Everything here is fine. Everything in this deck is playable. So, I guess I take out Assemble the Team because it itself is not a card. It finds a card, but it could just be... It's so hard to take out Assemble the Team, though. It's a really good card. 99% of the time, this is Demonic Tutor. And Demonic Tutor is banned. it's just Demonic Tutor. It's like playing a banned card. It really is. Okay, maybe 85% of the time, but still. It finds a card. It's not like you're going down value or anything. No, these 2 cards are not very exciting, but we're not taking them out. So, these are banned. These are banned as takeout cards. Four-minute Chandra is fine as well. It's a fast clock if I shut down my opponent's mana base. It's just you play it, and if they can't kill it because they don't have any lands, then, you know. It depends. Someone has to be... I need the Cleansing Nova Truthers to tell me how often Cleansing Nova... Whoops! Cleansing Wildfire. I need Cleansing Wildfire Truthers to tell me how many times the first sliver doesn't just find a basic. That's what I really need to know. I should have asked that later. We still have to take out 3 cards. Adding Cleansing Wildfire does not help me. Oh, I didn't even put Grazer Kami in here. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no. It's getting harder. There's no way you don't play them. There's no way you don't play Grazer Kami. There's just no way. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, it got harder. Okay, life is really hard now. Oh yeah, that's right. I said that earlier. Expedition map could just be Sylvan Scrying. I did say that last time as well. Could just be Sylvan Scrying. I think it's kind of fine. You could actually run both. You could truly run just both, so... No, keep... okay, Waking the Trolls is a bit out there. It is a bit out there. But, I think I'm gonna still try it. I'm still gonna try it. Alright, the 6 mana up slot is banned from people having ideas. This is banned. No one can talk about any of these. These aren't allowed to be talked about right now. I think it's Town Razor. Oh no, this is just another 4 mana. No, this is just another one of these. That stays. The 4 mana land destruction spells is the entire point. I'm not taking this out. Expedition map does give me access to Strip Mine, but let's say we invest 3 mana, or even 2 mana with Sylvan Scrying, we play Strip Mine, we use Strip Mine, and then it's harder to cast Windgrace. I might not need this. I might not need it. It is kind of getting in the way. Yeah, it is getting in the way. It's a pretty heavy investment. Same with Sylvan Scrying. Kind of a heavy investment just to get a land that your opponent then knows you got. Right? They just know you got Strip 9, and then they can maybe play accordingly. It's not free. You play it turn 1, you sack it turn 2, and if that's all you did, you've probably lost the game. Because your turn 1 and 2 play was kind of really bad. Honestly? Yeah, alright. It's coming together. Why is Razor... Did I not read this right? Non-basic land. Oh, it doesn't stop it from tapping for mana? Non-basic land... Oh. Yeah. I didn't know that. It's not land destruction. Alright. Very well. Give me lies, I can fake it. Telling the truth with lies. Give me hell that I fake it. I've still got one good eye. I'm just a fool, I can fake it. Meow, 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 meow. It's kind of nice that there's enough cards to fill the deck, though. That's nice. Flare is situational. I can't sack it, but... I mean, I can't... maybe it is too situational. It's only free with the commander, but I can still cast it. 7 mana... 7 mana... Oh. Okay, what is Flare doing if I don't sack Windgrace? It's not really doing anything. It's also terrible with Arcane Bombardment. I think people scoop to Blood Moon just like they would Stone Rain. This has the option of being another Stone Rain, so I'm gonna not take that out. Yeah, Flare might struggle to get away with murder. It's good with Bombardment? When do you get your spells? Exile is sorcery at random. Oh, okay, yeah, so it can copy the spell you cast or whatever. I see. I think sacking Windgrace is just worth it. I'm gonna keep Flare. I might not need Phyrexian Arena. I already have Black Market. I mean, I don't hate two of them. It's double black. That could be annoying. That could be annoying. Double black is not free. It's something to do with Dark Ritual in turn 1, though, and that's extremely significant. What is Lotus Cobra doing? Winning? Yeah, okay. Everything here is just fine. Maybe Starve Extinction is weird? Ah, it's not that weird, though. Connections is better, but I don't think Phyrexian Arena is too far behind. It's another thing to do with Dark Ritual. I don't always have connections with Dark Ritual. Sometimes it's Arena with Dark Ritual. So... it would be kind of cool to play Starve Extinction. I don't think I'm taking it out. I haven't actually cast Starve Extinction in like 5 years? Something like that. Maybe I had it in Atali. I might have actually ran it ran it in one of my Atali lists. Damn. I'm quite upset that it's this hard to find something to take out. It's upsetting. I no longer need Arcane Signet. I could take that out, actually. I didn't see that there. Do not need that. If you're green, I don't think any green deck in Historic Brawl should ever run Arcane Signet. Just saying. Unless it's like an artifact thing or something like that. You should not run Arcane Signet in your green decks. Creation of Avacyn is specifically for Godo. So that is not coming out. I've yet to actually get away with doing that to somebody. And until I do, it's not going anywhere. Celestius discards. It does discard. It's kind of fine, though. What? What the? Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh yeah, get out of here. No, we don't want Elysian curated. We don't want that at all. Yeah, Fnatic would most assuredly be better than that, but I don't also want Fnatic, so that's... okay, I didn't even see that. That's funny. No, I don't want that. I don't want either of those cards. I don't want either of those cards. Fnatic is okay. It's okay. You play Soul and it's like, alright. But, no. 2 mana Dorks are no longer necessary in Historic Brawl. It's not necessary anymore. You thought it was Sylvan Carry added? I wouldn't play that either. You do not need to play 2 mana Dorks in Historic Brawl, unless you're not green. Guess you could play the Ornithopter in the mirror and stuff. No, I don't think Acidic Slime is the worst card in this deck. That's That's not true at all. This is also a naturalized. Like, this is fine. I think this might be actually underplayed. This is, like, Waking the Trolls is objectively worse than this card. So, no, this is not the worst card in the deck. It's also a 2/2 Death Toucher, which is quite significant. Mizzix's Mastery is actually interesting. Triple red is weird, but I could probably get away with it. That does feel snowballing. If I haven't won after blowing up 5 lands, I don't know what the next 5 are really doing, but... People scoop to Acidic Slime? Well... No, we're not cutting Spreading Rot. Spreading Rot is fine. I can run 5-mana Land Destruction. I would, again, I don't know why I would get rid of this instead of Waking the Trolls. This is just worse than Spreading Rot. I do not care at all about the rest of what Waking the Trolls is doing. That's true. Yeah, I said you can't talk about the 6-mana cards. I guess I have to ban myself. They're not silly, they win games. You know how many times this is just won a game where I was going to lose? This is a real thing. I'm not doing it because it's funny. This is actually really good. This is a good thing to do if you have red in your deck. It's not just a funny streamer thing. I mean, it is, but it's also real. This is real. This is not just me being goofy. But you don't have to run it if you don't want to. But you can literally win the game with it where you otherwise would lose. That is, you just get to 11 mana, you win. Like, that's not, that's real. That's a legitimate thing. It's the same with Tooth and Nail, right? Well, Tooth and Nail costs 9. Tooth and Nail costs 9. I could abandon this and run Tooth and Nail, Shieldred Gristlebrand. I'm just not going to do that currently. Sometimes that doesn't work, though, because you don't have enough health. Yeah, in games where I'm not blowing up the lands and winning, maybe it's just weird. Like, yeah, I could say that. Like, I'm trying to win the game by my opponent conceding to me blowing up lands, so I won't get to the Godo thing. But I still kind of like it. Sometimes you don't get there with the lands, and I don't know. I'm keeping it. I don't care if it's 50% emotional. I'd only run Gristlebrand if I had Tooth and Nail. I don't have Tooth and Nail. And I also don't have Faithless Looting, nor do I... Yeah, I do. I took out Reanimate, so I don't like Gristlebrand. No Faithless Looting, no Reanimate, no Tooth and Nail. I do have Creation of Avacyn, but... Land Destruction does work in Historic Brawl. It does. Oddly enough. Not all the time, but, you know, sometimes. Okay, we're down to one more card, and we're free. And I mean, it only gets better with more colors. I think Jund does a better job than Chandra at blowing up your lands. Maybe the Blossoming Tortoise? I would say go for the Throat is probably the worst removal spell in here, but still a removal spell, so... I don't know why people don't like this. It's not consistent turn 2, but still. Maybe I don't need it. No, the flare is going to stay. The turtle's alright. Okay, I think I can probably... I'm going to just take out... I'm going to take out the turtle. The problem... Like, I don't care about the rest of what the turtle's doing, and it is like a jank ramp spell. But Soul of Windgrace is equally a jank ramp spell, so... No, into the... Glimpse the Core is just rampant growth. It doesn't matter if it just gets green. It's just another rampant growth. I would not take that out. If I was going to take it out, then there's a odd idea of just running Arcane Signet, and you shouldn't run Arcane Signet if you're green. So, Alright, there we go. I did it. Turn off my roaring air conditioner. Alright. We did it. We found the 99. We're here with Soul of Windgrace, which somehow I've never played before. 4 mana 5/4. It has been nerfed. It's got the little A symbol on the top left. I could not tell you what is different. Oh, maybe it got buffed. I don't actually know. Something's different about the real one. That's what that A is on the top left. Whenever it enters or attacks, you put a land from your graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. So a bunch of fetch lands, ideally. I don't really like the basic fetch lands like these, but if they enter tapped, they just work with Soul of Windgrace. So I guess I'll just make them work. Land destruction. Right? Oh, right. I have to finish actually reading this. Pay green, discard a card, you gain 3 life. You're never doing this. I don't know why you would ever do that. Even against aggro, you're probably still interested in drawing cards. So red, discard a land, draw a card. Black, it becomes indestructible and taps itself. So you can block and then use it, swing and then use it, all that jazz. But it's awkward if you get hit with a removal spell, I guess, and you decided that it was important that that was indestructible. Flare is in here because it's totally fine to sacrifice your commander to blow up your opponent's lands, right, with Seismic Shift. This is a land destruction strategy. I've never really played one in Magic Arena at all, ever. But this only is free with this, ideally, and you don't really care if you lose your commander when you blow up 2 of your opponent's lands. You just don't care that you lost this. You can probably recast it. You are green. It's not really a big deal to me. The Godo thing is 50% emotional investment and 50% this is an 11 mana inevitability for any red deck. You could just simply play Tooth and Nail, and that's at 9 mana instead of 11 mana, and have Gristlebrand Shieldred or whatever, but I went this route. This is better than Gristlebrand with Creation. You lose less life, and you ideally would immediately then, having put Godo in play, just instantly have the mana to do it, so that's why this is here. It's not ideal with Dark Ritual, though, right? Because you do it turn 1, you're not really going to do this immediately after that. But you still can sometimes with all the mana that green provides you. So yeah, there's a land destruction package. The entire 6 mana slot, or 6 and up, is just funny. Some of the, like, this taxes your opponent after you've blown up too many lands. They can't cast anything. This is a 6 mana land destruction spell. It has more text on it. I do not care about the rest of the text box. This sometimes actually just wins the game. This card is funny. It's an instant speed land destruction spell while also being a removal spell for most of what you expect. It's good against Tamiyo, Vivi sometimes, not consistently. Tifa, yeah, it actually kills things. -3 is good enough. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't play this, but it has the added benefit of blowing up lands. This is Star of Extinction. Need it have an introduction? I don't know. It's funny. It's been like 5 years since I played it. These 2 cards are wild, but that's just where we are. We're trying to play some crazy stuff that blows up lands. We have this. We have this. And I have crafted Strip Mine today Where are you? Where are you, Strip Mine? Don't tell me I didn't actually put you in here. That'd be really funny. Wait, wait, hold on. What's happening? Ah. Oh, because the title is hidden, because it's not on the top of the card. Strip Mine. This is a huge addition to the format, especially if you like blowing up your opponent's lands. You can reanimate it with Solar Windgrace. Another ideal card, probably the most ideal card that would go into this deck, is the first OG, the OG Gitrog monster. I don't own it, so, you know, we're just biting the bullet. But this is huge for this deck, or big enough that I would probably run it, but I don't have it, so that's that. Alright, let's blow up lands and make people emote spam me. Alright, my quest is doable, and this is 750. Huge. I don't have a rare mythic. I don't have either. I do not have a rare wild card. But yeah, it's also a rare. There you go. I have a rare wild card, I do. Are you sure? The 2 packs I opened gave me one? I didn't register that mentally. Okay, maybe we can run the Gitrog monster. Can't run that hand. Bird. Ooh, bird nothing. Okay, get rid of. Ooh. One of these is probably free. Yep. Alright, I need to draw exactly green source, and I need to do it immediately or this game is lights out. Alright, I didn't, but I can kill this. So I guess I'll do that. Alright. If I don't draw a green source, I'm gonna concede. Alright. Rip. Not a good sign. This is the 3rd deck in a row where I'm mulliganing aggressively early, and that's always problematic. When the heck did I get a rare wild card? I don't remember. I must have just got it. Shoot. Bruh. I'm being gaslit. It was always a mythic. Well, you should have said that 5 minutes ago to quell Mr. Nuclearizer. Another hand I can't keep. This is bad. This is bad news bears. On the draw? I mean, alright. Okay, already instantly losing. We're off to a, like, abysmal start. Not looking good for the Ponza enjoyers. If they cast a ramp spell, it's just over. If you find a land, it's over. They find a land, alright, it's over. Okay. Take 3. At least we found a keepable 7. Yeah, 1 into 3 on the play is an auto win in Historic Brawl. Need a land. If I get a land, this is solid. This is just solid in general, so that's fine. We have a 1 into 3. We're not in the play though, so it's not an auto win, but opponent has a phenomenal turn 1. Phenomenal turn 1. See if we can't do something about it. They can play a 4-minute card on turn 2. It's just really bad. Alright, that's fine. Survivable. Gonna hold the fetch land for Provisioner. They can play a 5-minute card right now on turn 3. Okay, I can't really play Provisioner anymore. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. Okay. Yeah. That was the kind of one of the first examples of Ancient Tomb just being the best card in the format right there. They just won because they played Ancient Tomb on the play. There's just not a lot of recourse. Okay. Well, I don't need lessons as why land destruction doesn't work. I don't need lessons about that. Don't you worry. I do not need those lessons. Bloop, bloop. It's like people yell at me for playing the same like 25, 30 cards in every deck. Like, well, how am I supposed to win? So play this. We can play the Force Tap land. Let's get a black. Could be anything I want it to be, actually. Just get a green. I don't have a lot of double black or anything like that, so. I do lose access to my graveyard. Could be fine, though. It's kind of weird to have Ghost Vacuum in your Garuda deck. It's kind of odd. Yeah, winning with Guideline Station, losing with Windgrace. Alright, so, Blood Crypt. Sure. Let's, exile that, so they can't do it with the Ghost Vacuum. They had access to that, they just didn't go for it. Have to blow this up. Alright, a Sig Slime. Get in there. Get in there, Slime. Do it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I guess? Sure. Oh, okay, that's survivable at least. That's no big deal. My opponent is not trying to do this, so that's functional. I can definitely beat that. I guess I just have to kill this and then swing? No, I can't swing with the Molt Tender. Okay, that sets up their commander next turn. I have to mill. Okay, I can blow up a land repeatedly. Still just don't care about the thing there. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Ghost Vacuum is kind of annoying specifically because of Molt Tender, but I don't know, we'll see what happens, I guess. If they clone Acidic Slime again, now there's a problem. Tromox. I can get rid of Deadly Cover-Up? No, I think I'm just gonna do this again. They get rid of Gristlebrand to put another land in their hand. They do have the infinitely recurring land card, which is a problem. I'm going to stop trading damage. I'm going to hold back the Acidic Slime. I need to ideally draw a land. If all of their lands are colorless, I guess I really don't care. That is not what we needed. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Deadly Cover-Up here. It's too late for it to... I mean, so is Infernal Grasp, honestly. I'll just get rid of this one. And then kill this. Alright, well, I mean, I did the best I can, but I've ran out of answers. I just ran out of stuff to do. Yeah, the Molt Tender is no longer relevant. I'm gonna have to swing with it. Alright, well, maybe Garuda doesn't just win for free. Doesn't exactly steal anything out of my deck, at least, so... Okay, it looks like it just completely whiffed. That's kind of funny. Urborg. Bombardment. Get rid of whatever. Can still just lose. Okay, I lose everything, my opponent loses nothing. Sounds about right. And then we die. Cool. That was fun. Alright, well, we blew up lands, but none of it mattered. Why would it? None of that mattered. I think the Acidic Slime that my opponent had was actually vastly more devastating, but so was Ghostly Vacuum or whatever. Those were actually relevant cards, where normally I feel like they wouldn't be. So I did kind of get hosed by two random cards that Garuda's not playing for the reason they were good there. But it is what it is. Alright, I don't have a 1 in... Oh, I actually do. I have the Dream 1 into 3. This is about 90% of the reason you play Ponza. We have this scenario. I'm not going to sacrifice. I could have sacked, though. I could have just sacked it. Pretty easily, honestly. Alright, yep, there it is. There's your expected outcome. Like I said, 1 into 3, you win the game. It doesn't matter what it is you do. There it is. We did it. Oh, jeez. I would... Okay, no, you can't do that with Ragavan, though. Yeah, you can't flare Ragavan and blow up your opponent's only land. Poor goat's in denial. That's alright. I won't shake your reality. We're against something weird, so I'll keep a weird hand. But it is still green. Might be wrong. I'm willing to do it, though. Oh, okay. Yuki. It's kind of weird. You're playing Sigarda, you blitz Mulligan, and you don't make it. That's very odd. That's extremely uncommon. Very uncommon. We take those, I guess. Not that it has much meaning. I could have kept any hand. I just want to concede it, I guess. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Boy. Alright, Glarb does not like Winter Moon. I can get rid of Spreading Rot. I can also just get rid of Dark Ritual. Yeah, I think I'm pitching Ritual. Get... yeah. Yeah. I like that. Get rid of Ritual. Could also get rid of Winter Moon, but Winter Moon could genuinely be very annoying for the opponent. Alright, we have a game plan. It involves this. This makes my turn 2 kind of lackluster, but that's okay. Turn 2 Winter Moon, kind of sus, but if they do not have basics, this is good. I mean, this is the kind of deck we are. We're not dancing around anything. Forest. Tailzone? Nope. Flare. Swamp. Forest. Okay. It's up to them to interact with Winter Moon here. Looks like they will. It's an awkward time to do it, though. Very strange time to do it. Oh. Okay, I was not in any way, shape, or form expecting that. Double non-basic into the face of Winter Moon. You play Glarb, I blow up a land. Okay, now I lose one of my land destruction spells, but I do not lose both. Now you take the 4-mana one. Oh, you could just take whichever. It actually doesn't matter, yeah. It actually just doesn't matter which one you take. Let's blow up... yeah, we'll blow up the basic. Why wouldn't I not blow up the basic? It's also the only blue source. I almost didn't do it. There it is. There it is. Look at it go. Look at it go. If they invest this mana, one of them's stuck. Just how we drew it up. There we go. Yeah, Winter Moon, Blood Moon is... they're just good. Games are being decided so quickly. I'm questioning the 6-minute cards. Turn 2 Provisioner is fine. Oof, means this is weird. It's fine for that to be weird though. I'm gonna hide the Ancient Tomb, obviously. Oh, my opponent said hello just as I did. Look at that. Look at that. Fetch lands. What? Oh, Brainstorm. Brainstorm Crab? Okay, well, this is obviously insane. I do not care at all about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand is really ugly for the given situation. I'm gonna shock myself, and then I'm gonna swing and still proceed to not... Ooh, what if I... Okay, alright. This is good. Don't have it. Okay, good, they didn't have it. That doesn't do anything for our deck specifically, unfortunately. Pass. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. I can't crack this. I mean, I could still just take it. Maybe I should have just taken it. No, that's just weird, though. That's definitely weird. I don't think I would ever do that. I don't really care about getting milled when I'm Soul of Windbrace. This might actually legitimately benefit me. Okay, not so much. Okay. That here... I mean, Ancient Tomb is so insane that I can sort of do whatever I want. Ancient Tomb has flung me into the stratosphere of this game. I'm just going to play the door to nothingness. I win the game. This is just too good. I don't think they can do anything. Yes, it's Ancient Tomb. That's just Ancient Tomb. That's just Ancient Tomb. I was right about the emote spam. I was. Can't say I wasn't. Gitrog adds a lot in the games he's in at 5 mana. Games are seemingly being decided for that. Blood Moon, kind of weird. I'm not fast at anything here, though. Okay, I don't really have any bombardment value whatsoever. But it's keepable, so... We're winning. We have a life advantage. That's how that works, right? Land destruction. This counts as land destruction. Yeah, and then you wonder why I didn't cast my Rampant Growth. Oh my god. We're literally like neck deep in the circus right now. We're neck deep in the circus. Oh, okay. Alright. Play versus draw? Pretty important here. I'm gonna draw. Ooh, don't want to be on the draw against this. This is one of those decks. Okay, I have catch-up mechanics. Terraria. Yep, sure. I would play that as... Hey, wait, I have Terrarion. I had it in my deck. That's cool. Let's put that in play. I don't know if I had Golden Egg. I might have, but I actually couldn't tell you. Let's play... Glimpse the Spaghetti. Forest. Again, this is actually one of the best examples of why Glimpse the Core is literally fine, even in multicolored decks. It's completely fine. Someone was saying earlier, this just doesn't make sense. It makes perfect and complete and utter sense. So they could have Mox, which would be very annoying. Let's get Swamp. A basic Swamp is good if I top deck Blood Moon, Winter Moon. So, bloop. They could have Swords of Plowshares as well. Does that matter? I don't feel like I care. Yeah, no, we don't care. You can Swords this. That's fine. Let's put... It doesn't matter. They're both just mono black. Play you. Swing for 0. The deck doesn't make it? What do you mean? It's still a 2-mana removal spell. What are you talking about? I don't know why it's making people... Why are people struggling with this card? I don't understand. It's a 2-mana removal spell. This is Historic Brawl. Let's reanimate the Prismatic Vista, ideally. Mountain. Swingies. I'm going to swing with the Molt Tender. I don't need it. I have a Deadly Cover-Up, which I feel like is a bit of a problem for this deck. We'll see, though. Derek doesn't attack... Sure. Don't care. The game is not about that. Play it. Play it. Play it. Yes. Yes. Alright, make your little measly 1-1. 2-2. Wait, yeah, make your 2-2. Yeah, that's right. What do you got? Don't care. Alright. Everything's working out. Everything is working out until it no longer does. But it currently is. I probably should react to this. Yeah. One would argue I should react to this, so I will go ahead and do that. Let's get a Blood Crypt. I can do whatever I want, really. Yep. It's fine. Okay. Let's, whoop. And then pass. Can re-kill my opponent's commander, but I'm not necessarily winning. There's no way you don't cast it. Act like you're not. Sure, you got it. Wait, what? What are you... That's okay. I don't recommend this line to any human being on Earth. I would not take that line, but all right, they made the line. More power to them. Get a Swamp. Defense Grid is certainly a thing I'm not terribly concerned with. All right, I used my fetch lands, so unfortunately it doesn't work. All right, I don't have Defense Grid, but Defense Grid on my opponent's turn, it's not changing what Bitter Blossom is doing. Let's get Prismatic Vista. Pass the Spaghetti. Oof. There's the neck crack. I've been trying to get my neck to crack. Finally got it. No, I think Bedeck is fine. I would probably recommend it. Just like full snap. My opponent acted as if they were not about to cast this for some reason. I should unfortunately also kill this, but cut down doesn't kill anything but that, so... Yeah, I'm getting the emote spam. I didn't even blow up any lands, opponent. What's the problem? I haven't even blown up any lands yet. Why are you upset? What's the problem? Oh, I need black mana. Yeah, I will... Wait. I need 5 mana. That's not that I need black mana, I just need 5 mana. You have a protection spell? Bro, why are you emoting? What do you... You have the answer. What are you doing? I'm literally losing. I'm losing the game right now. Like, what are you doing? I have to play this first? I do not have to play it first. Alright. I do not have to play that. Do not have to play that first. Actually, I probably should just get rid of it, honestly. Yeah, we definitely want to get rid of this here. For sure. Okay, this doesn't really do anything, but I can blow up the... None of this does anything. None of this does anything. So, I'll blow up the fountain port. It could actually matter. It currently doesn't, but it could have. Wait a minute, could I have killed my opponent? I might have been able to kill my opponent there. Whoops. That's actually hilarious. Should I? Wait, could I have killed him? Did I math wrong? I think I could have killed him. I might have potatoed. Okay, my bad. The can't be blocked clause was not on my radar. It was definitely not on my radar there. Whoops. I think I crack all the fetch lands, so I just don't draw a land. I think that's what I do, but we'll see. We shall see, and we'll see rather quickly. My opponent has merit in the attack. They could attack here, for sure. They could attack here. I don't know if it's right, but they definitely could. I love how I called out the emote spamming people before I started playing, and I'm actually getting the emote spamming people. Isn't that funny? It's a blessing and a curse when you have complete mastery over a format. Everything I say, even though it's the first time it would ever happen in the format, happens. It's just really funny. This is just really funny. Yeah, we just thin our deck of lands here. I draw hot, steaming garbage. I'm still swinging with bow. Oh, wait, we can steal double Fountain Port. Oh, wow, there was a reason to blow that up. Alright, shoot. Yeah, alright. So, sacrifice a token, draw a card, pay 1 life, make a 1/1, make a treasure. Alright, I don't have anything good in my hand. I am just passing, so my opponent can start to do egregious things. Let's see. Okay, of course. My opponent top deck's probably the best card in their entire deck. Why not? It's only makes sense, right? Something I would do is top deck the best card in my deck. Into a land. Perfect land? Yep, perfect land too. Look at that. Fascinating. Make a 1/1. Take 6. Because I need to sack a token to Fountain Port to draw a card, which is super important here. I'm not going to crack the fetch land. I draw Hot Steaming Garbage again. Just discard that. That doesn't do anything. So draw off this thing. Creatures without flying can't block, so I can maybe surprise my opponent with that ability next turn. Pretend like it matters. And pass the turn. I can make a 1/1. I don't know if it's going to matter, but... Cool. You... Wait, what color do you name? You name 1? I have 2 blockers still? Okay. Cool, we're dead. Nice. To somebody who got salty and upset that they were losing. Alright, you got it. I guess when you play LOM, you don't really have to think about anything. It's like, oh, my opponent killed LOM. I can send the... I can emote spam the person who killed my commander because they're now suddenly winning. It's like when you play low-rated chess and someone just thinks you're winning because you made a weird play that they don't get it. Yeah, my opponent at no point was losing that. But I might have blundered lethal with the can't be blocked. Might have blundered lethal there. So that might be on me. I'm not sure. Might actually been on me. I'll have to see it next time, but I might have swung it. Yeah, and I guess I should play around the literal best card off the top of my opponent's deck. You're right, I did not do that. I did not play around the best possible card. Not only was it the best possible card, it was one that gives a second trigger, because I can't, they get a second copy. Yeah, they get another creature from that. So it's just like truly actually just the best thing in the universe. Alright, another game where the land destruction looks hot, steaming garbage, but it's castable. I can play the hand. I can play the hand. Hand can be played. Forest. Let's blow up the den. Oh. My bad. I didn't know that was going to happen. I had a lot of outs. If I top decked Godo, I would have won. I talked to the tutor, I would have won. Yeah, I had outs. I could have won that against the land player. Yeah, the lawn player just drew perfect, though. Let's be real. They did kind of draw perfect. We drew literal trash in our the lawn player just drew the best card in their deck. Yeah, but I don't know how many times I can say it. There's only so much I can do. I played to my outs. Didn't happen. But that's alright. We get the moral victory. We get the moral victory. We're not the ones emoting tears because we had our like must kill commander killed immediately. This is weird. If Fatal Push is good, it's amazing, but I'm not gonna bank on that being the case. It doesn't seem reliable. So I'm not even going to bother. Well, this is why you play Land Destruction. I don't need a basic mountain. Get a Blood Crypt here. Actually, it is overgrown too. It's just slightly better. There's an argument that the forest was better. I would probably say the forest was actually better. But I didn't kill it, so... Yep, I'm glad I'm playing Land Destruction. Sure glad I'm playing Land Destruction. Okay, play this. Get back random... Oh wait, I can get my opponent's forest. Oh, that works, yeah. Play random... other card. Okay. My opponent's playing Blood Moon, which is funny. Draw a card. Kill. Well, that doesn't actually work. Let's do this. Swamp. Swamp. Play lands. They're all just the same. Doesn't matter. I could have maybe not traded it so they didn't get a... Oh, no, it has Menace. I can't block it anyways. Never mind. Alright, well, I am now losing horribly. Whatever. Yep. Everything is bad. Play this. You... Sure, glad I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. Totally matters. Food token. Fatal Push doesn't do anything at all. So, yep, just pass. Is this triple or double? Triple? Take 12? Okay, I can just take 12. Then my opponent takes 5. But then I don't have... No, I have outs, technically. There are technically outs. That's not it. That's not it either. Right? That's not it. No, that's not gonna do it. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say Blood Moon. Yeah, Blood Moon didn't really do anything against me, but it's still Roxanne. I didn't... I don't... Okay. Alright, Land Destruction is awful. That's my take. Land Destruction is like steaming hot garbage. But you can win turn 1 and 2 games, but so far outside of that it's like truly just abysmal. Which is what I say every time I play against it, even though the games in which it wins, you know, it looks really good, but it's so far it's just been like really bad. It doesn't help that I'm playing against the best things in the format either. I just keep seeing Sithis and Roxannes. That in the defense of Land Destruction, that's not a good sign, but it hardly matters to me. We're on the play, so I can keep this. Just because I'm on the play. I would not keep this on the draw. I don't need my commander, don't care about that. Let's go here. Come on, bro! Alright, whatever. Signed ourselves up for it. It's gonna happen. Alright, if they don't have a busted 2-mana card, we can probably do stuff. Drawing a land would be really nice here. I did not. Alright. I think I don't... No, it is Lightning Bolt that. Yeah, this is Lightning Bolt. It doesn't really matter, but if I don't do that... Alright, look at that. Look at that. See? It's really good in the first 3 turns. And then it's really bad. And the next forever turns, so... This is hardly a naughty archetype. That's not true at all. I don't agree with that in the slightest. I don't think that Land Destruction should be Tier 1, Bracket 5. No, I don't... That's not true at all. There's a reason why it's not in Bracket 5. There is a reason for that. I might even just want to change my commander. Could play like the worst version, or the weaker version of Solar Windgrace to have weaker matchups. But it really has no business playing against Keenan or anything like that. Alright, let's get the Triome. I mean, at least the games are fast. Decided rather quickly. Again? Okay, well. Again with the late 1-drop. Tragic. One of the 2 spaceship ones. Someone thinks one is really good, and I don't know if I agree with it, but, you know, maybe it is. I don't know. You think Solar Windgrace is the lowest weight possible? Then why am I playing against Ketramos? Ketramos is one of the highest weights. That doesn't make sense at all. Play this. Get some mana. Basic Forest is fine. Yeah, I'm survivable. I do get a treasure past all of this. So. Oh, wait. Maybe I didn't want a forest. Yeah, okay. Forgot the second spell was forest only. Again, not a big deal, but just to be sweaty about it. That was probably a mistake. Yuki. It's no big deal. Do I have fetch? Yeah, I do. Okay, I lost my Palantir. Now it's a big deal. Now we're just losing to Ketchermos where nothing we do matters. Can I play this first? It's tapped? It's tapped. Oh, get wrecked. Opponent doesn't have it. Opponent doesn't have more lands. Yep, scenarios like this, it is actually phenomenal. No, we're just gonna get fetch land. I could steal my opponent's land. I can't imagine that really matters, though. I really can't imagine. They need to top deck a black source. My opponent top decks a black source. Okay. That is probably the only thing that keeps them in the game, is top decking a black source. I'm gonna draw hot garbage. I'm gonna thin my deck of a land because it is, you know, somewhat useful. Not really, but you know, it could matter. Okay, let's just do this. Let's get the Urborg. Let's put it in play. Still making treasures. I don't need more health. My opponent does not double block the Tireless Provisioner. Interesting. Okay. They drew yet another land. Killing Solar Winggrace is not inherently productive, but that's what my opponent did do. Sure. Suppose it makes sense. I should probably kill this, so I don't get thrashed by it. That's a good draw. Maybe, maybe. Okay, there is a huge argument that I did not want to actually play Urborg. I kind of forgot my opponent was a black deck. Yeah, I gave my opponent black mana. That was above and away one of the worst things I could have done. I did not mentally register that. I should not have, for any reason, played the Urborg. That was probably a game-losing mistake. Shouldn't have done that. It didn't occur to me that that was something that could have mattered. Okay, well, I mean, if they keep top-decking black sources, then never mind. Never mind. They've drawn 3 lands in a row. So, never mind. It literally would not have mattered. I draw literally the worst card in my deck. I can't even use it for a landfall to cycle a Soul Embrace. Probably the worst card in my deck. Food token is fine. Let's go here and here. This is, quite honestly, the worst card I could have possibly drawn. This has also happened above average, where I've drawn beyond dead cards. I think we've gotten a bit unlucky in that regard. Put a stop on my upkeep. Eat some food tokens. Opponent exiles my entire graveyard, so Ketchermos is now just good. They yet again draw a black source, just off the top randomly. They've drawn nothing but the only thing they need. It only makes sense, though, I guess. Alright, well, apparently we're allowed to play against Ketramos. I don't know why. You'll have to let me know, but we're not we're not playing the same format against Ketramos, if that was any example. But we had an out, and the out was blowing up enough lands. I just didn't do that. Just didn't do that. Doesn't matter. Thoughtseize. You're just giving your opponent free, like, Thoughtseize bugs when you play land destruction. We could bank heavy into Strip Mine, but that's very unreliable. The rest of the hand is still okay, though, so I'll try it. It's extremely unreliable, though. I'm just gonna go for it. Just start the game over. Maybe they can't do anything. They didn't do anything last turn. Love of God. You also have Flare? What am I supposed to do? I should expect bad matchups because land destruction is evil? That doesn't make it good. What? Huh? What? Yeah, your morals think it's bad, so you personally think it's evil, so Wizards should make a strategy up against Tier 1? That doesn't make any sense. That makes literally no sense. No. I'm not using that logic. That makes no sense. I'm not going to apologize for being brazen about it either. You are wrong. This is not a Tier 1 strategy, but I am finding myself playing against Tier 1 strategies currently. I am finding myself against it. I also just got completely hosed. I got totally hosed that game. Totally hosed. That's not the deck's fault, though. Opponent just recovered very easily there. Okay, alright, the emotional investments are looking pretty suspect at this point, and I'm not sure if there's a lot I can do to change that, but I can try. The logic of casual EDH players. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's the majority of my audience. That's totally fine. I've been there. I mean, casual EDH is like the best format in Magic, so one would assume most people go there. The 6-mana cards are awful. I think it's time to accept that. But I don't really have a lot that could make it less bad except discard spells to dodge God tier responses to what I'm doing, which has happened. So I could just drop... Yeah, no, wait, I want to keep the haphazard bombardment. I want to keep this one. I will get rid of the mythic one, though. Waking has been awful. Star has been awful. Thoughtseize Duress are very useful. They're good top decks too. Lands are not bad with Soul as your commander, so I can run more lands as well. Yeah, it'd be good if I drew it. Okay, sure. I'll just have to, you know, do that. Tooth and Nail Gristlebrand Shieldred could do that as well. Something to do with more mana. I think I'm interested in Thoughtseize Duress. Yep, that is what I will say in the outro. But you are correct. You are absolutely correct. The best thing this deck does is turn 2 Stone Rain. If you are not doing that, you look really stupid. I need another card. I don't know if I want another discard spell. I think I do. Inquisition's fine, especially early. The games that we're playing end rather fast, because if what we're doing doesn't work, we lose. So I think that's fine. Um, okay, if I drop Helm Creation Godo to run more early interaction that supports the land destruction, that might work, but it still doesn't get us out of it. Still doesn't get us out of it. Alright, I use the bathroom though. I'll be right back. So yeah, we can espouse why land destruction is bad all day, and I fully understand it. Don't you worry. But I'm still gonna keep playing this deck. So, what are the 3 cards that replace Godo? Discard spells are fine. More early removal is fine. I mean, losing to Llanowar Elves because Llanowar Elves hard counters Stone Rain is kind of a joke. But there's only so much I can do. Alright, Blitz. Blitz quiz. The first 3 cards that I recommended to me that are real, we're putting them in. Go. You have 60 seconds. If I'm... Oh, if I live. Alright, I might not live 60 seconds. Oof. It's not Godfrey's statue's fault, but yes, it has not yet done anything. Alright, we have Liliana the Veil. Kind of plays completely against the land destruction because your opponent's probably going to go to discard, but sure, I guess. It's something to do with Dirt Ritual. Doesn't disrupt any early plays. Or I really don't think I like Liliana the Veil, actually. Brotherhood's End? What does that solve? I don't care about the 3 damage. The artifact part's kind of okay. It's alright. That's okay. I mean... ugh. Ugh. You had a game where they tried to kill your commander, but you had the indestructible clause? Okay, well why can't I play against people that do that? What? Cindercone Smite? Isn't that the weird lightning bolt? Oh, it's a shock treasure. Sure, yeah, this makes sense. Sure. Yeah. I like that one. Liliana the Veil might be the one I kind of disagree with, though. I don't think I like that one. It's a Dark Ritual play. If it wasn't for Dark Ritual, I wouldn't consider this whatsoever. But let's say we play it on turn 3 or turn 2. The -2 is not super crazy. Sometimes it is. The plus goes completely against land destruction. You just don't care at all about the plus. I'm not running Reanimate. If I was running Reanimate, I would like Liliana. And I guess the -6 does win the game. But still, this might be asking too much. I feel like I'm just playing another card that's balancing on a knife edge to be relevant in 80% of the time. This is not. So I don't agree with that, but I agree with the other two. Another land is fine. This always gets rid of lands. Grim Tutor. Same casting cost as Liliana. Definitely better than Liliana. Okay, yeah, let's try Grim Tutor. Technically a Dark Ritual play, but... Now that we took out Godo, it'll be the reason we won every game, right? Oh, the tap to reanimate thing? I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah? Yep. That's fine, too. I can't remember the name of it either. I don't have a 1 or 2 play, but I'm on the play against a red deck, so I'm going to try this. Oh, apparently it's red-black. Okay. It's really dumb that it doesn't tell you your opponent's specialty here. It just says red. That's kind of like really stupid. It should not do that. It tells you in the loading zone, but that's kind of a joke place for it to tell you. I got nothing else to do but this. I'll play it. I don't have a land anyways. Okay. Get rid of one of these. What does this do? Okay, get rid of this one. Sure. Dark Ritual has value to me still. If I don't draw a land, I'm probably screwed. I drew one of the best things in my deck. Can I defend against this Dark Ritual? I'm gonna get a basic swamp. Treasure. So we have 6 mana, 7 mana. I should play both these. Yeah, for sure. Wait. I can actually play this and this. I have 8 mana. Yeah, okay. Never mind. This is just better. Yeah, this is we're here to do land destruction things, so I'm going to do that. Oh, hey, Liliana Veil. Archfiend of Sorrows is insane. There's a Ragavan. A boatload of lands. Yeah, makes sense. Necrogoyf. Okay. Interesting deck list. No attack. Haven't seen anything like this before. Did we draw a land? Opponent does draw land. Only makes sense. I feel like that worked out beautifully. So 3 damage to each creature. One game. You ever just not crack your fetch land first, chat? You ever just not crack your Windgrace land first? Like a complete clown? You ever just do that? Because I sure did. Yeah, that was egregiously bad. Fortunately, it's not the worst thing I could have done, but it was definitely very bad. It was a colossal mistake, one would argue. I don't know if you swing. You probably swing, right? Yeah, okay. Dust Bowl. Pitch to deal nothing. Alright. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. Alright, yeah. Land destruction spam this early in the game, even with my blunder, is still too much. That's still just too much. Alright, well, the 3 mana deal 3 did the thing that game. That's funny. Okay, sure, I guess. I don't know. Yep, immediately useful upon adding into the deck. The tapped land is about the same, or the tapped creature is about the same as Tortoise. Tapped yard. This might actually be better than the turtle. Yeah. Let's run that instead of the Grim Tutor. That's fine. Invalid deck? What? What did I do? Oh, I see. Okay. How did I double click that? I didn't do that on purpose. At least I caught it. I clicked that like really fast. Didn't even see it. Is anyone a Killing Floor 3 enjoyer in chat? I keep wanting to play Killing Floor 3, but I heard it's terrible, so I'm struggling to actually buy it. I really want to play Killing Floor 3. I've 100%ed the achievements in the first 2. I want to play the third one, but everyone said don't play it yet, because it's bad. But I don't know, I'm scared. This is almost really good, but not quite. This is a deck. This is a deck with cards in my hand. This is a deck that puts 7 cards in your hand, and it works. So here, red-green or black-green. Let's go with black-green. Let's play you. Yep. No Chromox. Blood Moon can just win against this deck. It's actually somewhat likely to. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's get a swamp or a forest. Let's get a forest. Oh, wait, I can't. Not with this fetch land. So, swamp. Let's play you. Get rid of the 6-minute card. That probably won't come up. And Blood Moon my opponent. This has a moderately high chance of winning immediately. So we'll see. Oh, come on. I think I can still just blow up lands, though. Although reanimating a land is valuable. Oh, I can't because I lose it here. Destroy an artifact? Oh! Alright, found the line. Land destruction. Found the line. Oh wait, that's fine. Alright, basic forest. Yep. Always. Always, always, always doing this. Basic forest. And pass. Yep. I'm not worried about a plains. I'm not worried about a plains. I'm not worried about a plains. Otherwise I would have stone rained. Not worried about it. It's free to deal with it now. We can probably play the 3-minute card. Acidic Slime has value in different circumstances, but I will do this here. This is the second time my opponent has struggled to accept it. Alright, I figured it out. Swing. Oh, this is peak gaming. Peak gaming. Thanks to the planes that I don't need. Swing. This is great. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I love this. Oh, yes. You can go to the graveyard, you can go to the bottom, they'll let me mill. Free card for this. Forest and nothing to do with it. Oh, opponent. What happened? Yeah, we can... Oh, I misclicked. I misclicked. I did actually want that. I did actually want that. I also could have reanimated the forest, but who cares? I'm winning. Oh, they haven't conceded. Go away, go away. Go away, go away. Opponent mills 2 basics. Nice, we got another forest. Oh, nice mountain. Let's see. Let's see what the hand is, shall we? Chat, let's find out what my opponent had this whole time that they couldn't cast. Oh! Look at all those 7-mana I win the game cards. Look at all of those. Look at them go. There is no single top deck that wins the game here, so... I'll keep this on top. I assume they're going to mill and lose. Yeah, that's what they're just going to do. Oh, yes. See, this is why Blood Moon is better than Stone Rain sometimes, because Blood Moon can literally be 3 mana, destroy 6 lands, and in this game it essentially was. Like, look at the hand. The Smooth Brain, First Sliver, 5-color good stuff pile just got completely hosed. Oh, yes. So sweet. Nope. It's impossible. This is also kind of impossible. It's completely impossible. Dark Ritual, there's boom boom. Oh, opponent! You were winning! You started winning! You start. Okay, so we get rid of Bombardment? Keep. I don't know. We could get rid of this and High Roll because we have Dark Ritual. Could maybe just keep this, but it's mono blue. Well, who cares? Get wrecked. I don't have to think. Get wrecked. Well, if someone argues that about Blood Moon, they've just never been Blood Mooned. That's all. They've just never been Blood Mooned. If I had a forest instead of double swamp, this is an insane hand, but I don't. This is already a 6-card hand. Is it good enough with just green mana? I don't think so. Get rid of you. This is also just really bad. Alright, this deck has a mulligan issue. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh, it also feels bad. Oh, yeah, this is awful. Oof! Alright, yeah. No, this is terrible. Okay. The 2 cards I would get rid of in this hand here, with mulligan to 5, are the 2 land destruction spells. Which just goes to show how terrible this is as a strategy. But I'm absolutely getting rid of these 2. It's actually not even close. So that's kind of sad. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the 2 cards that we're trying to actually cast. It's not even close. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Seems so self-evident. Yeah, but Blood Moon would be terrible against Azusa, which was our next opponent. Which would let the Blood Moon Denier double down on their logic. So. Again, same issue. Slightly less of an issue. Do I start with... No, I can't. This is tapped. Okay. Probably almost actually play Inquisition over birds here, but I can't. Oh, cool. The best card in the game. No way. So... you. Don't really care about Diabolic Spaghetti. Or, I mean, Meat Hook Spadoodle. Alright, well, my opponent had fast mana in fast mana, so... only so much I can reasonably do. This is tapped, which is a game-losing situation. I should not have played that. I did not mean to play Winter Moon. I did not mean to cast it there. That was a mistake. Whoops. I did not mean to cast that. I wanted to kill Jadar. That was a mistake. I did not mean to cast that. Okay, my bad. There's probably not much I can do against Dark Ritual anyways, so who cares? Who really cares? Who really cares? kind of equal. Play this one. Dark Ritual? Looks like Dark Ritual. Yeah, they have Dark Ritual. Well, no, if it was Dark Ritual, they play it turn 1, so I don't know. It's not Grief. I don't know what it is. Actually, I have no idea. Please play the land, thank you. Yeah, it looks like it's... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Cat avatar. I do cat here. It's fine. My game is suddenly stuttering really hard. I don't know if the stream is stuttering. That doesn't look like it is. Okay. It's not this card. Yeah, we still don't know what that 1 mana card is. I mean, killing this feels just not productive. I'll take that. They do that. Okay, that isn't instant, but not the 1 mana side. Call of the One Spagoo. Okay, let's bloop. Make things miserable. It's always worth it to attack, I think. Could have left up. No, there's no real reason. No real reason. Oh, chat. No, I did it again. I should have been able to cast. That was, stupid Cavernous Souls I just got. Oh, I should have cast this. Oh my god. Alright, well, we might still be fine, but that was obviously a undescribable mistake there was that. It's abysmal. Didn't see it. I thought I had a red source still. It's colossally terrible. Okay, take some damage. Blow up the... No, we gotta do that post-combat, so yeah, we're swinging. Put you into play, doesn't matter. Doesn't make sense to block. Don't act like you're blocking. You're not blocking. It makes no sense. Opponent's pretending like they have choices. You're not blocking. Okay, so let's do this. Doesn't matter. I think I do that. Do I keep the land in hand? That feels really stupid. Maybe I do. It seems really dumb. No, I guess I'll keep it. At this point, it has merit to do as such, so. But yeah, the not casting the land destruction spell is like borderline game losing, because that's what we're trying to do all the time, and I just didn't do it, so. Still just losing to something that should not be in play right now. Massive mistake. I draw hot steaming garbage. So 6. We just keep playing the Fabled Passage, just pull lands out of our deck. Should also play this for the same logic. Lightning Bolt doing stone cold nothing. Just like, I'm literally losing the game because I missed that land destruction spell. I'm just straight up losing. I'm just losing to a $75 card because I didn't do that. Yeah, it's a joke now. Still not the 1 mana card we know about. Okay, that's really good, isn't it? Lightning Bolt is extremely useful here. Wow, unbelievable. I feel like I shouldn't be in this spot. Just get a land out of our deck. Something that's not exciting, but I guess I can play it right. Sure. Okay, it's beatable. Also beatable. Attacks. Reanimate you. The damage is real. Let's redraw. I have like so much mana here. Just do whatever I want, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna do this here. If they draw off of Gix, it is... Oh, come on. If they draw off of Gix, it is a problem. They gotta be very careful with that. That's not free at all. Yeah, that's not free. Gix hitting me and drawing cards is also not free. You're at 5 life. Sure. I will let my opponent hit me and draw and go to 3. I would not even go to 3 here. Do you have a choice? They do have a choice. Okay. They choose to do it. I just don't really agree with this, but if you need to draw something, then one would conclude it makes sense, I guess. Sephiroth block is not enough. Okay. I guess I can just lose to that then. Artifact creature, whenever another creature. Alright, we're dead. Cool. Yep, why not? Alright, well, the entire game, like, literally, to its complete and utter entirety, was dependent on me getting a red source for this card. If I blew up their land when I was supposed to, we probably won the game. And that's it. Everything beyond that point was completely irrelevant. I made the losing line. I thought I had a red source in play. I didn't, and I lost. That was it. If I blew up the land, I think we just straight up win. No questions asked. So that was a massive mistake. Huge mistake. The Cavern of Souls just tripped me up because I tapped it for red before and it worked, and I just didn't do it again. So, rip. Definitely a mistake. Huge mistake. Is this a strip mine deck? Yeah, I guess. Let's see. Boom, boom. Again with the Dark Ritual going away. That was actually really significant. Okay. Swamp? Yeah, swamp. Okay. Let's actually just play this. More mana, more betterer, right? More mana, more betterer. Yeah, we can steal our opponent's Arena of Glory. That's funny. Why not? It has some use in my deck, I suppose. But yeah, always just take the mana line here. Always take the mana. Don't care. It's done way more than enough. I'm not gonna lightning bolt face. Certainly could though. Alright, let's get rid of the land. Let's get a basic forest, you know. Assemble the spaghetti. Oh wait, we swing first, yeah. Get rid of another land first. Although there was a chance I Arena of Glory something. Alright, yeah, no. I'm literally this entire game, actually even turn 0 because of Gemstone. I played 2 lands a turn the entire game, and it doesn't matter what your opponent's doing. Doesn't matter your land destruction, jank, pauper, mono green. It just, like, too much mana. I'm so far ahead, but there's a chance this whiffs. If this whiffs, we are kind of screwed. The damage in hand, or the removal and interaction, not doing too much here. Although, to be fair, I can still just kill this forever. So I don't have to worry about that, but yeah. Cool. My computer's lagging, but the stream is smooth. I mean, that's worth it. It's just kind of funny. Like, from my perspective, everything's like at 30 frames per second, but the stream is still at 60, I don't know why. I don't like surveillance here. No, I'm not running them. On the draw with only a 2-minute card against VV seems stupid. This is slightly less stupid. Stomping ground? Yep. Mox? 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 That's not a Mox. Opponent. Yeah, we're gonna Farseek this. Urborg this. Choice of Fortunes in a phase. Alright, well, we take the protection spell, because then VV looks really bad. I don't even know if they can cast it. You might have to just Banefire the Llanowar Elves, which feels awful. Okay, they don't do that. They go... Oh, wait, you can still do that. Sure, okay, yeah, sure. Gets rid of Niv Mizzet. Alright, I feel like all of that just worked out in my favor. We're going to play this as much as I really wish I didn't have to. Red, green, black, so anything but black. We can safely get a red or a green. We'll just get a green. Okay, this last card must be super relevant, one would argue. Of course it actually is, why wouldn't it be? Okay, they didn't run into the next busted thing. So, Commander, lose game? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Unfortunately, taking a turn off to kill my opponent leads me to the same result. So I will do this because it's the same result. And I might as well skip that and not pretend like that's super crucial here. I'm just going to do it like that. Of course it was a land. Well, I got to attack. Get you. Now we have removal that could matter. I will play this. Yeah, we will play that. And I will also pass. They can bounce a wizard to their hand, which could be a problem. We'll see. Killing this on their turn is just weird, but alright. Now we'll make a move. They only have one card left. Picking up Vivi is like... Sure. I don't believe it's recast. Oh, it is recastable with the treasure token, so alright. You'd have to actually go about doing that, though. Probably shouldn't. One agrees. Alright, black market's in play. Let's put you tapped. Draw. I'll make a single 3-2 and LARP as if it has any significant value. Let's blow up the bounce wizard land. Yeah, that makes sense to me. It is actually annoying. Can rampant growth for anything. Swing. Can steal the land. Revolt with Fatal Push might be fine. Although we have Revolt with the treasure token. I don't know, I'll just take my own land. I can't make another 3-2 anyways. Okay, I did not expect that. What's your final mana do? I mean, you have to have something. Okay, they don't have anything. Okay, might be winning. Might actually be winning. Sure. Could have played the land first. Chose not to. Hopefully it was a major mistake, but who knows. They take 8. Oh shoot, I didn't upkeep stop. Tragic. Okay. There is a land. I can just crack this still. I will. Tapped. Swing. I'm at 7. Let's just take my opponent's mountain. Just play it somewhat safe here. Okay, so I don't know what this last mana does, but I'm going to blow up the discounter so I don't lose to whatever that could potentially do. And I'm not going to play the arena. Yeah, this is just more mana than any one single land. Okay. And the best thing here, I think, is to leave up -3 for the off chance that it kills Vivi, which is not 100% guaranteed. In fact, it's probably pretty low. But my opponent has to do something here. Maybe I didn't even need to make a treasure token. I'm so used to making them that I just assume it's worth it. Alright, this card needs to be something. Alright, get wrecked. It wasn't. Get totally wrecked. We did it. We beat VV. In a rather weird situation, but we did beat it. My opponent conceded so quickly to this. They didn't even see it. Like, I held priority. Like, oh, that must mean it's dying. But, yeah, this is a problem. Very problematic with their commander in play. We like to see the discard. The Banefire on a Mana Dork is hilarious. I mean, it's 90% of the reason you can even play that card. And, yeah, look at that. Look at that. I wasn't coming into this super confident, but we got there. Did not feel very confident about that. Did not feel the confidence. Well, it's about time I had a hand like this. It only took 3 hours. Jeez. Still on the draw, too. We've seen the best thing out of, like, a lot of people. We just haven't had it ourselves, but... I mean, these 3 cards are as close to winning for free as it gets. Of course, our opponent is still an on-the-play win the game ignores you thing, but who cares, right? We have the something that's just categorically better than this. Let's get black and red. Okay. If this was Stone Rain, we would have had the Godsend. Okay, they Sylvaned Scryinged Ancient Tomb. Interesting. I'm gonna blow this land up. I know it's not blowing up Ancient Tomb, but it's still the right thing to do, I think. Though casting my commander has value as well. I would not say that's incorrect. Dust Bowl is non-basic, right? Yeah. Okay, they did play a non-basic. So I'm just gonna go for my commander, though. The value is real. Let's take as many cards out of my opponent's graveyard that are lands as possible with this. Alright, land. We are very far ahead. This is why I wanted to steal my opponent's lands. I can steal that if they crack now. I can't steal the other one if they crack. Like, I can't steal Riveteers permanently. I'm still just winning significantly here. Yeah, just winning significantly. Yeah. Probably could have led my turn on that, but you know, just the fast blitzing egregiously nonsense here. I don't... this is another example. I don't have to be a land destruction for a Boreal Grazer Kami into Flare to be just almost always winning any game you play. So that doesn't... The land destruction didn't matter. But, hey, we had the land destruction on top of it, so... We were overdue for a game like this. I was overdue for that, but I finally had it. There it is. And our opponent appreciated it immediately. Look at that. They understood the situation instantly. You're probably not beating Kami Flare or Grazer Flare. But they were on the play with the birds, which is probably about the best thing you could possibly do against it. And it was still too good. Which just goes to show how egregious... how egregious it really can be. Azusa has the capacity to do it to us. I mean, it's mono green, right? Crumble could do something. The rest of the hand is really bad, so it's not working out. Here. Oh, this is weird. Black Market has to draw into something. I'm going to try it. Black Market does have to draw into something, though. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Azusa didn't want to go to 6. They didn't find their 1-drop. Move on to the next game. It's not like we're ranked. One more game. We get the 15. I didn't expect this deck to get to 15. At all. Did not expect that. That's funny. That is funny. There's been like 4 auto concedes too, which is also really funny. I think we can keep this because we're on the play with Ancient Tomb. I'd have to be on the play and have Ancient Tomb to keep this. And we have both. I would not keep it if I was on the draw. I would not keep it without Ancient Tomb. That was a devastating draw. I should have assessed this as a potential top deck. I should have assessed that. That was a very bad idea. Yeah. Okay. My bad. I should have thought more about it. That was a massive mistake. Fortunately, we're not super punished. My opponent is also literally colorless. My opponent is straight up colorless in a blue-white deck right now. I've never seen that before. You have to kill Pock if you have swords. This does not stop Ancient Tomb, but my opponent needs colors, so it does make sense. Let's get Forest. Wait, do I have a Forest in play? I do. Alright, Swamp. They would not do this if they had all their colors, but they obviously need blue and stuff. So. I mean, they let me go to the land. Yeah, there's nothing you can do now. Let's play this and Delighted Halfling. Do not care. That is completely fine. Let's play this. Swing. I'm not going to sack the Halfling. I'm not going to sack the Halfling. I could. I'm not going to. They are a blue deck. Darksteel Citadel. Wow. Huh. Really? Okay. Sure. Hmm. Okay. Name artifact? Okay, good sign. I'd rather than name artifact than really any other permanent type. So let's play this. Unfortunately, I don't quite have... Oh, hey, double Ancient Tomb is hilarious with Pock. I didn't think of that. I mean, I don't really, still gotta fight. Alright, let's swing with you. This isn't a force block, which is super tragic. There's nothing I can do about that. Green doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. Okay. Kind of a lackluster turn cycle. Alright, yeah. It's still just too much, I think. It's probably still too much. They like went down mana to find their colors. I don't know what Urza's doing with so many colorless sources. I can't say I agree with that. Even this is colorless. It's very strange. It's hard to get away with that. And also probably unnecessary. I don't know what would make me want to play so many colorless sources in a blue-white deck. They don't help you cast your colorless cards better, right? So I don't really know what's going on. This is probably the most egregious example. I don't like Field of Ruin or Demolition Field. I recommend no deck in Historic Brawl play these cards, except maybe colorless. I still don't like them there because a lot of your opponents have landfall triggers, Bristly Bill, Lotus Cobra to a lesser extent, Tireless Provisioner. There's not a lot of Mossborn Hydra. You really just don't get away with... These are not free. They're just not free. Blowing up a land in this format is not really that good. I mean, that's our entire strategy, but you're not color screwing anybody. I just don't think you should play these. They might have true colorless Eldrazi. Could have gotten maybe unlucky, but it's safe to say that something here really cares about colorless mana. Just, yeah, a lot of that it's just not free. This isn't free. It was a disadvantage for my opponent, especially with Pock. So, you know, just don't play those cards, I don't think. I would advise against it. We did it. 15. We did it. I'm free. I can stop playing this, and I'm going to. We did it. I also got Vestige again. I feel good about Foundations packs, at least, because these cards are, like, long-term relevant. Okay, nothing new, though. Would have loved a wild card there. Ugh. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so land destruction is good if you do it really quickly, just like an aggro deck, right? I would probably argue you should just play an aggro deck if you want the game to end that quickly, or some kind of crazy combo deck like Rowan. I think Rowan is very scary. The more you play Rowan, the more your opponents are going to be aware that Rowan is a must-answer threat, because if you untap with Rowan, you have a substantially high chance of immediately winning the game. But with something like this, you need your land destruction. There's not a lot of good land destruction spells. I do kind of like the 5-minute ones. I was adamant that I was going to keep as many of the goofy ones at 6 and up as possible, but half of them were truly awful, and I had my fun with them, so I moved on. But like Godo, while it is an 11 mana inevitable win condition, with something like this, you might really have to go into Tooth and Nail as a 9 mana inevitable win condition, or something like that. Avacyn's, what's it called? Avacyn, Creation of Avacyn kind of likes Godo more than it does Gristlebrand, but it's still just okay to kind of get Gristlebrand. There was one game
that we played that I lost. That I think. Oh yeah, we actually did win 15 games, right? We still got there. But we did play very quick games, right? I'm either winning really quickly with the land destruction or the green cards outpacing anything my opponent can do, or I'm just losing and going to the next game. I don't exactly have the top end that basically any green commander could run that gives you some kind of inevitability. This deck would probably benefit with inevitability in mind, so Eldrazi, something that's big and scary that can just win the game when you get to a bunch of mana, critical mass. You can get to critical mass of mana with this, right, or lands, whatever you want to consider it. Critical mass of lands with this. There were enough fetch lands. I never really felt bad about the tap lands. I thought I would, but I just didn't. Like the true tap lands, the Cabaretti, Spaghetti, and the other ones like that. But they were fine here. You are always going to try to do the best thing possible. So you're always going to want to lean into the best thing possible, which is a 1-mana green spell. The more of these that are printed, the less you have to play anything that costs 2 mana in any green deck. You just hop right into your 3 drops. I never got a ooh. I just bit my tongue. Jeez. I never got a Flare of Duplication situation, but that was on the table a couple games. But my opponent had already decided that the game was over from the Stone Rain or the first seismic shift that was fast enough. You have to keep in mind, playing 4 mana land destruction spells means you're not blowing up your opponent's land on turn 2 with a 1-mana ramp spell unless you also have Chrome Mox, Dark Ritual. I think that might actually be it. Dark Ritual, Chrome Mox might actually be it. I think it is, yeah. Like, if you're not racing towards these really quick, you cannot play this on turn 4. If you're on the draw turn 4, this is really bad. If you're on the play turn 4, it's less bad, but it's still really bad. But it is less bad if you're on the play. If you're on the play with a mana dork, right, the ideal scenario, it's as good as it's going to get, kinda, and there is where it's actually solid. So these cards are super all in on you must draw them in an ideal situation, otherwise it doesn't look good. This is completely different from Stone Rain, right? Stone Rain is really the only one, and by extension sometimes Blood Moon, that is insane, right? The more of this we get, the better the strategy. You can't really play the ones that make your opponent search for a basic, in my opinion, because there's, like, every single deck in the game, even Golos, First Sliver, Infinite Guideline Station, they're going to have basics, monocolored commanders, even Ujin is going to have wastes. You're not getting anywhere blowing up your opponent's non-basic for a basic, or blowing up their basic for a different basic. They could actually just get the same one. Doesn't matter. You can blow up your own lands. You know, you can target your indestructible bridge, the artifact lands. Those enter tapped, but you can do that. That is kind of the opposite direction that Soul of Windgrace wants to go, because putting a land in your own graveyard with something like this is viable, so you can actually blow up your own land just for Soul of Windgrace. But to me, this doesn't make any sense. Why is this just not Arcane Signet, Rampant Growth, all that jazz? So I don't really like those, and I didn't play them. I don't think they would have changed any outcome of any game I won or lost. So that's just the problem with land destruction in general. You either win basically immediately with them and just stop your opponent from doing anything, right? That's one scenario. Another scenario is your opponent's just not willing to play it out. That is actually significant here. There are plenty of people who see Wind Grace, assume your land destruction, and just concede instantly. You could take those if you want. Or they play it out for the first 3 turns. Everything is fine. You blow up a land. Your opponent's over it, even though the game is still just fine, right? You didn't blow it up in time, but your opponent just didn't want to play against the next land destruction spell that you might have. So that's not a good sign, right? That's not a good sign. Stuff like this that punish your opponent or double down on your opponent getting destroyed with lands, it's kind of weird because you can blow up a bunch of lands and then this is like really bad for your opponent to see. Or you can blow up all your opponent's lands and it doesn't matter because they're over it. And that happens all the time. So a card like this is a little awkward. If you've blown up enough lands for this card to be rather significant, your opponent is probably already screwed. And I don't really care about making them get pushed even further into being screwed, right? We get the snowball win more issue with a card like this. It does have some rather major tempo benefit. It's also quite significant against, say, Ujin, assuming Ujin didn't enter the battlefield already. This might actually be kind of cool. It does tax other things post Ujin cast, but not really. Ujin does have a 0 that just pays for this and then some. So, But it can sometimes do something. Of the 25,000 games I just played, it didn't do anything. If that matters to you. I did take out the Mythic Rare 6 mana red enchantment and kept this one. There was 1 or 2 games, I think it was 1 game, where this kind of blew up some stuff. But has kind of the same issue. You're playing it at a point in the game where it's probably already decided if the land destruction mattered. If this is your first land destruction spell, it's kind of bad, right? Outside of Arboreal Grazer into Flare of Cultivation, with maybe also Chrome Mox, Dark Ritual, like you can maybe hyper blitz this out turn 3 or something. Ancient Tomb, Gemstone Caverns, right? The fast mana leads to game-winning lines, so you could get away with it in that way, but I just never got away with this card. I did blow up 3 lands with it, but the game in which I played it, I still lost because it was doing its thing too late. Just too late. We had, I think, our first serious example of Ancient Tomb being completely disgusting from someone that wasn't me. It was a Clive player who was on the play with Ancient Tomb. They tapped it for Ruby Medallion, untapped, and I don't think anything beyond that point mattered, but I was so far behind. No, they actually did have something. I made them have it. I don't remember what it was, but Ancient Tomb into Ruby Medallion mono red deck. Instant loss. It's not even close. I needed like a Braid or the Seiju probably wouldn't have got me there. Yeah, there wasn't much that was going to stop that. Land destruction was certainly not the answer to that scenario. So fast mana dorks from your opponent, Dark Ritual, sometimes Mana Drain, mono-colored decks in general. There's a lot of things that play against your land destruction. So your land destruction has to show up at a crucial moment, which is early, and you also have to play it into things that that haven't just solved the land destruction issue outright. If you don't kill your opponent's Birds of Paradise, then your Stone Rain looks really suspect. Obviously, if they play Utopia Sprawl, then your Stone Rain instantly wins the game. But that's not always the case. Most of the time, it's not. Winter Moon wasn't a big deal. I tried to play as many basics as I could that would maybe circumvent Winter Moon, Blood Moon, but you could probably play less basics. I never really felt like the basic amount was a problem, though. But if that was something that maybe you just like, oh, if I'm gonna play these, I want to have as many basics as possible, or like sure, but you don't have to play these in games where they're bad, right? So you just hold them in your hand, mulligan if it's one of the cards and you don't like the hand outside of them, you just mulligan it. But you don't have to play these. They're just cards that you run because in a land destruction strategy without 5 stone rains, it would make sense to run these cards because they have the opportunity and potential to blow up as effectively 6, 5, 7, 8 all lands, right? Blood Moon did win a game by effectively blowing up against a first sliver opponent. It was either 7 lands or 8. It might have been 8 lands. Blood Moon was basically 3 mana, blow up 8 lands in the first sliver matchup. This was pitted against things that I would not really expect it to be. I saw Ketramos, which I don't assume I can stand a chance against. I had like maybe a good opener, but even still, I just lost. The first sliver even feels like a matchup that doesn't really feel great unless you're hyper specific on your hyper focused on your Stone Rain strategy. I don't feel like the first sliver is a good matchup at all. Feels like my opponent's kind of just playing a completely different format than me. So the matchup system doesn't pitch you against things that are favorable. Now, to be fair, I didn't see Scythus Keenan, but I did see like Yuna, which is literally Scythus players playing Yuna just to have weaker opponents. So I did see Yuna. Very bad matchup. Really bad matchup. Ujin is okay, but like I don't think I actually saw an Ujin player. I don't think we did. No, I don't think we did. I never did the funny blow up my opponent's basic land and then get rid of all of their basics of that type with Deadly Cover-Up because for some odd reason this card, which might actually just be a mistake, like design and text-wise, it specifically says any card. So you can exile anything. Basic Forest. Right. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So they have really gone out of their way to make sure lands or exile stuff doesn't remove basic lands, but this does. It's a 5-mana card, but still, if you're against Azusa and you exile basic forest, you immediately win. It never happened to me. It won't happen to you. It'll happen to you every 40 to 50 games maybe, but it didn't happen here. It's still a sweeper. It's okay. You get to see your opponent's hand. That's okay. It has the upward potential of winning immediately. Is just the reason I was playing it. But it never came to fruition. So take that for what you will. You are still Jund. So if this commander is good, it wouldn't surprise me. It probably involves not running land destruction spells. When I get destroyed by land destruction, it's usually because I wasn't doing anything that mattered at all, right? And that's a bit vague, but there's a lot of scenarios where you feel like you're doing what you want to be doing, and maybe you are, but it doesn't matter if you're attacked at an angle that you have no answer to or weren't expecting or something like that. So if you're playing whatever you're doing and you're like, oh, I'm still doing the thing I want, but my opponent ran Stone Rain, they had Stone Rain, and I just lost. It doesn't really matter if you are doing the thing you think you should be doing. Again, I can't find the words for it. It's hard to explain it, but that's one of the reasons land destruction can be backbreaking in certain scenarios. But there are not enough land destruction spells that I like, that I think are worth running, or even just functional in Historic Brawl, that you can get away with land destruction as a strategy. I've still seen it in mono red. Most of it obviously is red. I would still only play land destruction with green, so something red-green like Tanic, or whatever, the Windgrace, obviously. I don't really like the mono-red land destruction. There is a Chandra strategy that plays it, which, again, your land destruction spells show up so late that it's kind of weird to play them here. Yeah, you can play this with a bunch of mana rocks and then copy your land destruction spells, but by the time you do this, the decks that are playing 50% of the staples in their given color are probably going to stomp you. So I don't really have faith in this. Now, to be fair, I've never played it. Obviously, I don't own it. It's a mythic. I don't have any mythics. Which is why I was also not playing Gitrog Monster. So yeah, it's I really think you want the green side of things to get away with the 4 mana land destruction spam. And that felt like it was at its best. Was this Commander the one that was doing it the best? I don't know. People really like the new one, which, again, I don't own. Might play it at some point. Like, this thing is good with Strip Mine, you know? It's good with that kind of thing, I guess. It's not amazing, but sure, you can kind of do the Jund land destruction thing with this, and maybe this too, in some weird fashion. It doesn't really feel like it, but maybe, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Obviously, again, I don't own them, so take that for what you will. But yeah, I think if you're gonna do this, because it doesn't win the game on its own, you should probably play some kind of win condition. That's why I did have Godo in here. I ended up taking out, but like Tooth and Nail, Gristlebrand, Shieldred, Craterhoof Behemoth, some other kind of thing. Just something to win the game when your land destruction inevitably fails. But again, if you have it fast and right when you need it, it will win immediately. So it falls into that sort of aggro thing where, you know, you have the aggro package, your opponent mulliganed in a way where they're not ready for it, or they weren't expecting it, or they just don't have answers. And the aggro thing just kills your opponent really quickly, and you win. It's kind of like that, with the added benefit that you're not playing aggro, so you don't have to do exactly 25 damage. You can play Llanowar Elves into anything egregious. But, yeah. The Stone Rain strategy, Ponza, whatever, just feels like an exercise in thought. It is a thought experiment, you know, that you can sort of do anything so long as you're playing fast mana, right? Your Llanowar Elves lets you sort of get away with anything. And that includes Stone Rain or Tectonic Rift. So there's plenty of things that fast green mana, Chrome Mox, and Dark Ritual too, they just let you do anything and you're winning. That's just how insane green ramp is, right? In a singleton 100 card format specifically. That's just how egregious Utopia Sprawl is, that you can then play something as bad as Demolish. Because this is that good. And you see this in 5-color strategies, where the green is the best thing to do. First Sliver, Golos, Infinite Guideline Station, anything you can think of. Like, this is still the best card in your deck. Most people who don't like seeing me play all the 1-mana green things just, like, I'm sorry, but if you aim to do those things, these are the cards you need to play. This is not a format where you get to take your time doing something goofy starting turn 3. This is not the format for it, right? It's the same with Legacy. I play Legacy, people give me Legacy deck list ideas, I stream the Legacy deck. It doesn't have any 1-mana cards in it, it looks really weird, right? It doesn't race to a 3-drop, it's just like goofy Hate Bear thing, or well, anyone who doesn't know Legacy won't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. So, like, you have to play the fundamentals. They're staples for a reason. I've been trying to convince people that Molt Tender is a green staple, but I won't see people play against me with Malt Tender. This is a staple in the format. It just is. And you have to play stuff like this if you aim to have any success with any goofy pseudo jank. This isn't quite jank, but goofy situation or strategy. So that's it. Hopefully that was coherent, but that's all. Those are the words I have. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.